While Sweden claims President Trump's fears about Muslim immigration are unfounded, it's dealing with its own refugee problems. One America's Pearson Sharp explains how Sweden's efforts to bring in migrants aren't going as smoothly as it would like.
President Trump's condemnation of the ongoing turmoil created by refugees in Sweden was met with widespread criticism both at home and abroad.
Sweden, they took in large numbers. They're having problems like they never thought possible.
Swedish officials called Trump's comments very judgmental and claimed the recent flood of Arab and African migrants has nothing to do with the soaring crime rate.
Like many others, I believe, surprised by the comments made about Sweden this weekend.
Yet after Sweden insisted that nothing was happening, riots broke out in the city of Rinkeby, in a mainly immigrant suburb, on Monday after police arrested a suspect at a metro station. Some 50 rioters set a dozen cars on fire, clashing with police, looting nearby shops, and even attacking a store owner.
Police were met with fierce resistance and violence, including stone throwing, with people attacking the Rinkeby Center and fighting with police.
Over the last 2 years, Sweden has taken in a record 350,000 refugees from Syria alone. According to Sweden's own crime statistics, from 2012 to 2016, murder rates soared by nearly 70%. Rape statistics are just as alarming, and from 2007 to 2015, cases of rape shot up by almost 70% as well.
I can't take it anymore. I'm sick of this. Something happens all the time. I can't take it. Who needs this kind of violence?
Despite politically correct police procedure, one Swedish detective reported that nearly all violent crime in Sweden is committed by Arab and African migrants. He said police were under extreme pressure not to distinguish crimes committed by migrants from those committed by native Swedes, and that identifying refugees as criminals was forbidden. Many officers say they won't speak out for fear of being called a racist. According to Ami Horowitz, the filmmaker who sparked President Trump's comments, the Swedish government is doing everything it can to cover up its problems with migrant criminals.
This crime is happening. They can feel it. The statistics are clear. But they would refer to what is the root cause behind it and say, oh, it's just more, it happened to be more violence. It's men who are raping people, not the refugees. They'll make excuses for it. The majority of the population in Sweden still want to have an open door policy. It's confounding.
In fact, while Sweden records crimes, it does not record ethnic data about those responsible. However, police have identified over 60 so-called no-go zones where Muslim migrants are so dangerous, police and emergency services can't enter for fear of their lives. Refugee attacks on police are also on the rise, forcing at least 3 officers to quit each day. Nearly half of all Swedes agree, saying they blame refugees for the spike in crime. Yet in the face of international backlash, Trump is holding steadfast on his promise to put American interests first.
Here's the bottom line. We've got to keep our country safe. You look at what's happening. We've got to keep our country safe.
Pearson Sharp, One American News.